Hello and welcome to InThisCornerTV.com, sponsored by Tecate, Cerveza Tecate. I'm Smitty. We're here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, site of Saturday's mega matchup. The Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao, takes on Sugar Shane Mosley. Now today is the final press conference for the event here at the Hollywood Theater. And I think I'm going to do something kind of different. Since I'm a nice guy, since I'm an innovative guy, I'm going to invite you, the boxing fans, inside to see what it's like to be at a big-time fight press conference in Las Vegas. You ready to go? Let's go.
Hey, sir.
All right. You got my credential? You don't know who I am by now? Jeez. All right.
Protocol.
All right. I look a little younger there. Is that me?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Mr.
Thanks, buddy.
Smith.
Enjoy yourself,
the press
man.
conference.
It's Magnum Media. They do a hell of a job with all the credentials here in Las Vegas. Let's go on inside the press conference. Did I get my wallet back?
Yes.
Am I all right? Do I look okay? Do I get in? Do I pass?
I don't know.
We're in, guys. We're in. Come on. All right, let's check out and see what's going on inside here. Well, this is the most important thing to most of the press. It's the buffet line. Most of these guys, this is the most important thing, the buffet line. So, and as you see, everybody's eating, everybody's enjoying themselves, preparing for the press conference, which should start in about a half an hour. I see my buddy Bob Halloran. Bob's been we're basically bringing the fight fans inside what it's like to be at a major press conference in Las Vegas. And it wouldn't be a major press conference without you and I. How many of these have you worked?
Press conferences? I don't know, thousands. Only in Las Vegas does this happen. I was just talking to Dan Rayfield. He said, where would boxing be today if we didn't have Las Vegas? And you know what? When you think about it, where would it be?
Well, all the dignitaries are here, and someone who certainly knows what it's like to be at a major fight, a major press conference, the mayor of Las Vegas, Oscar Goodman. How important has boxing been for Las Vegas?
Well, in my opinion, boxing, this is the boxing capital of the world, and we have to keep it that way. When they had the great heavyweight fights, of course, they generated tremendous attention, and people came from all over for them, and now we're going into the lighter weights, but greater fighters. So it's a big deal for us. People come into town, they spend a lot of money, they have a good time, they all behave. The hotels are delighted to have them. The chefs are delighted to cook for them. The shops are waiting for them to buy. So it's a big, big deal for Las Vegas.
Any truth to the rumor that you'll be involved in a 4-round battle earlier in the evening on Saturday night?
The only one that I would ever battle with is my wife, who's running for mayor to succeed me.
Thanks, Oscar.
Nice seeing you.
Well, one of the most important people at any major fight, any fight, Keith Kaiser, the executive director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Keith, good to see you.
Good seeing you. How are you?
Tell us this fight, where in your opinion it ranks to some of the recent big fights we've had here in Las Vegas.
Well, financially it's the biggest. We've had some great fights over the last 6 months. I think 7 big cards here in Nevada in the last 6 months. This by itself probably, financially speaking, is equal to all those 6 others combined.
Can you give us some numbers, what you mean when you say the
biggest?
Well,
they're talking about this being about a $9 million gate roughly. So, I mean, that's just incredible. I think the biggest one we've had recently has been about $1 million gate. Great fights, great fighters, but this is a whole different arena when it comes to financials, people coming in town, spending money, not just on Saturday night, but the entire week. Maybe the entire month. It's going to be great for all of us.
All right, I see two of my good buddies up here. The G-Man Ron Gerard, John Rawling from the BBC, or I don't know who you're with now, John. Get down here somewhere. Come on down here. Before that, come on, step down with me. So you're not taller than me. So.
How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Always a pleasure. I know it's a major fight when you're here.
You know, you've been a part of so many of these with me. Tell us your thoughts on, again, we're trying to get how this has changed these press conferences over the years.
Well, they don't give you as much food as they used to, you know. But, no, I guess if it's a mega fight, it's a mega fight. When we had the fights with Tyson, it was the same thing as this. So this will probably be the biggest fight in Las Vegas this year. And, it makes it tough because we have to fight each other to watch the fighters, you know.
John Rawling, get over here. One of the absolutely outstanding broadcasters. What is the notes he gave me? Say one of the outstanding broadcasters around. Good. Haven't seen you in a while, but things are so big in the UK with boxing. I guess you haven't needed to be over here. But this is a Manny Pacquiao fight, and he is the #1 fighter in the world. Well, we can ask Ricky Hatton about that.
Yeah, I mean, he did a number on Ricky Hatton. I was over here in Dallas when he beat Margarito back in November, and that was a fantastic occasion. And just lovely to be back in Vegas. Capital of boxing, if you like, and good to be seeing you as well. Still cheating the years.
we spent, and I don't know how after all the nights we spent out. Tell us about your coverage. What Sky's coverage will be of the fight?
Well, we're doing build-up all week. We're doing a special program on Thursday in the run-up to this, and then doing reports for the news channels, for the sports channels, and then covering the whole bill on Saturday night, and then it'll be repeated again through the weekend on Sky. It's the major sports channel back in the UK, and they recognise that Pacquiao is the outstanding fighter in the world right now, Smitty, as you know, and it's one where we've got to be at.
Well, the international press is here, and the local press is here. Chris Matthews, the top sports anchor here in Las Vegas. How important is a Manny Pacquiao fight for Las Vegas these days?
I think it's a big fight. In fact, I was reading an article that said, I think it was Seth Abraham, the former president of HBO, said this fight outside the ring is the most important fight in the last 20 years, just for the the landscape of boxing and what this fight can do for boxing. Because it was that 360 show. CBS has kind of teamed up with Showtime for this fight, so we'll see if fights and promotions and so forth can get back on network TV, which would be huge. I think it's been since the mid-90s, early 90s since anything's been done on CBS in terms of boxing. So
we don't have a major sports franchise here. We have obviously college basketball, college football, but isn't boxing really our franchise?
It really is. And when you think of Las Vegas, you don't think of Las Vegas as a great ongoing day-to-day sports town, but it is one of the best sports event towns in all of America. Headlining that is boxing, of course.
All right, let's go up and catch up with my good buddy and somebody who's a huge man like Smitty, Scotty Gertner from the MGM. Scotty, are you going to talk to me or are you going to ignore me?
I'm going to talk to you. Why?
All right, we need Bon Jovi tickets, so when's he coming again?
Who knows, but hopefully sooner than later.
And how many credentials have been allocated for this, and name some of the different parts of the world that are here?
It's definitely an international and worldwide spectacle, for lack of a better term. We had, I think, a little more than 750 plus requests and applicants from outlets, everywhere from the Philippines, obviously, to Germany, to Australia, Time Magazine, Sports Illustrated, USA Today, our local outlets, with Review Journal and the Las Vegas Sun, and LA Times, and more of the popular feeder markets to us like Chicago and New York.
It's a lot of work, and you do a hell of a job. But now the most important question, where the hell's my seat Saturday night?
It's upstairs, so you better bring your binoculars.
The significance of Manny Pacquiao, the prominence in the Philippines, joining us, one of their top reporters, Diane Castillejo.
Yeah, Castillejo, yeah, I'm part Spanish. I've been following Manny for, maybe 8 years now. So when he wasn't a champion yet, we were there when he first became a champion till now. I don't know what you're going to ask me, but to me, watching him, following him, almost every training camp, every fight for the last 8 years, I am amazed at how good he's gotten, and he's still getting better. He should have peaked and gone a little bit down, but he's not. Every training camp, I find myself saying, oh my gosh, that left is getting stronger, the right is getting stronger, he's getting faster, he's getting more motivated. It's amazing. Yes.
What about something even just as important, his prominence as a human being, as a congressman in the Philippines?
Yeah. Well, what makes Manny really different, as Bob was saying, is that he's so likable. As he's now a politician, he's a congressman, and he's so giving. He has a really genuine heart of wanting to help people. You hear about a lot of people come to Manny for help, and they say, like, my God, there's too many people asking, but he actually really enjoys being able to help. And I honestly feel if he could have like 100 bodies and be like helping and being where everyone wants him to be, he would.
Well, of course, the #1 sponsor in the sport of pugilism today is Tecate, Cerveza Tecate. Roberto Hidalgo is with us. Good to see you. Tecate has a major presence at not only this fight, but all the fights these days.
Yeah, we're basically been, as we've been always doing it for the past 5 years, and this year we've been sponsoring boxing. This is a great sport. This is a great event that we're having this weekend, and especially now that we're having Cinco de Mayo, which is basically an important date for all of our consumers. Having this important fight here at the MGM is great for us.
You guys got a lot of activities going on this week, too.
Yeah, we have a lot of activities. We're doing, obviously, our mailing pay-per-view rebate, which we normally do in most of the fights. We will be doing as well
12 package, a $25 rebate.
$25 rebate, and we'll have as well some other activities, such as a huge event with Piolín and Tecate Mobile Arena that we'll have within the weekend, and we'll have all of the activities here at the hotel and everything around the boxing fight.
And the most important thing, the Tecate gals.
Exactly. The Tecate girls will be all around the hotel activating, interacting with consumers. And not only that, we will also have our parties and everything to engage our distributors, retailers, consumers, everything. So it's going to be a great weekend.
Well, we thank Tecate. They're a great part of our program in this corner and great for boxing in general. Best of luck. We look forward to seeing you ringside at the fights.
Excellent. Thank you.
Let's go down and talk to boxing promoter extraordinaire Bob Arum. Bob, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Manny Pacquiao, you've called and covered a lot of great fighters over the years, promoted so many legendary fights. Where does the Pac-Man fit into the equation of the all-time great fighters?
Well, maybe because he's most recent, I look at him as the best I've ever seen. I mean, I've never seen a guy work as hard as he does, conditioning himself for a fight. I've never seen a guy with the combination of speed and power that he has. I mean, he is a phenomenon.
Well, I see one of my good buddies, longtime Showtime photographer, Tommy Casino. Good seeing you, Tommy.
Good to see you, Smitty. How are you?
Is there one common characteristic that you see or that comes out when filming these elite fighters?
Yes, the unbelievable level of skill. And Arturo Gatti used to say, stay calm. If you're in shape, you're going to have some fun. That's the key. So being in tune with the fighter as best you can, like I said, getting in the rhythm. It's tough with guys like Roy and Manny because it's almost like they didn't know what they were going to do till they do it. And Mike, Arturo, guys like that, they're I don't want to say one-dimensional, but they were a little easy to photograph, especially Arturo.
And the keys to shooting Smitty?
Well, first of all, you got to get a lot of makeup.
There's Al Bernstein. Al, you got a second to talk to us?
Yeah,
we're bringing the fans inside what it's like to be at a major press conference in Las Vegas. You're calling the fight for Showtime pay-per-view on Saturday night. You've called a lot of great fights, a lot of great fighters over the years. You and I have worked together quite a bit. How excited are you to be calling the Pac-Man Manny Pacquiao against Sugar Shane Mosley?
I am excited. I've done a lot of great fights in recent years on Showtime, but let's be honest, Manny Pacquiao's fights they take me back to doing Hagler Hearns and fights like that, or during that era. It's much like that because it's a fight that transcends the sport. And not too many people have had a chance to do those kind of pay-per-views. For the most part, they've been on HBO pay-per-view, and they've done most of them. And so this is an opportunity to do that. And I'm kind of excited. It's mentally bringing me back to other days. It should be a lot of fun. And now my week is complete because I've been on In This Corner.
And how is this rather a Smitty-esque outfit? Do you like it?
Look at this. You know what? Let me tell you something. This is what the well-dressed pool gigolo is wearing these days. If you look at him, here, there it is.
Pool gigolo?
Yeah, I like that. Can't you see yourself as a pool gigolo?
On that note, that's Al Bernstein. He'll be calling the fight on Saturday night. Good to see you, Al. All right. But I see the IBF light welterweight champion, Zab Super Judah, joins us. First off, congratulations on that title.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Smitty.
Now, what do you want next? Do you want one of these guys?
You know what? I mean, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at either Marquez. Really, we're looking at Manuel Marquez. He's having a hard time making up his decision right now. And, I guess the fight lies on what happens Saturday night with Pacquiao. And, hopefully Zab Judah could be with Manuel Marquez, or sad dude could be with the winner of Shane Mosley and Manny Pacquiao.
Now, should people learn something from watching you? Because a lot of people counted you out, and you win another title. Should people not discount Shane Mosley Saturday night?
No. I would tell everybody, Shane Mosley is a live wire, you know what I'm saying? So you have to watch out for him. He does possess speed. He does possess power, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't look at what a person did his last 2 hours. I mean, this right here is probably bigger than his last 2 fights, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, people get up for certain fights, and, I kind of think that this is a fight that Shane Mosley has got up for.
Freddie Roach, of course, Master Roach, according to Manny Pacquiao. Shane Mosley on Saturday night. I know you think body work early could be the demise of Mosley.
Well, we're throwing that out there, but we have a good game plan, and the thing is, I think if we go the body and take his legs away from him, it could be effective. But Shane's never been knocked out before, and he's a very durable guy, great chin, and but he's going to be in there against a hell of a fighter, Manny Pacquiao, who's probably in the best shape of his life right now, and I feel that we've had the best training camp ever.
Why has it been the best training camp ever?
From day one, he's been motivated, actually, and from day one, he said this is not an easy fight. He respects Shane Mosley quite a bit. Not too many distractions, no politics, no presidents calling training off for a meeting, no senators, just all work.
Prediction, and then we'll talk to you after the fight.
I predict a win. I think Shane Mosley's a great fighter. He's a friend of mine. I wish him well. I think we can stop him somewhere along the way, but hopefully that will happen.
Well, the press conference for the Manny Pacquiao Shane Mosley fight is getting ready to get underway. So let's get set up, and then we'll talk to you after the press conference.
My name is James Brown, and it is indeed a pleasure to be back with the fight game again. Thrilled to be here for today's press conference as we lead up to the World Welterweight Championship fight between Manny Pacquiao and Shane Mosley. Many talk about this being the biggest fight of the year, or for someone who's been involved in sports as long as I have, this really is going to be one of the biggest events of the year because of the global recognition of the combatants in this.
Boxing is not war. Boxing is a sport, and Shane realizes that, and that's why you can count on Shane when the opponent is ready to trade with him and to fight. Nobody is as brave as Shane Mosley standing in there and making a great, great historic fight. I know that because I promoted Oscar De La Hoya and his 2 fights with Oscar, both of which Shane won, were classics. I know that because when he went in with Antonio Margarito, he put on a great, great performance, knocking out Margarito. But through it all, the thing I know most about Shane Mosley is he's truly a good guy. Please welcome the challenger, Shane Mosley.
Now, also, I can't go without thanking Manny Pacquiao for the fight, because if it wasn't for him, this fight wouldn't happen. And maybe a little bit of thanks to Mayweather, too, because if he would have stepped up, then maybe that fight would happen with him and not me. So I'm actually very happy. And the team, thank you. This fight's going to be a terrific fight. It's going to be a great fight. With me and Manny, we're both warriors. We both love to fight. We're both are winners. And we get 2 winners in there, it's going to be a heck of a fight. So I'm excited, and I'm ready. We have 2 or 3 more days now, May 7th. And, if you haven't bought the tickets are all sold out, but if you haven't bought the pay-per-view buys, then go ahead and get those, because it's going to be a blockbuster. This is a legendary fight. This is a history-making fight, and I'm just happy to be a part of this. So thank you.
First off, your training camp, Shane, how has it been?
The training camp has been spectacular. It's been wonderful. Had a great time. The sparring partners has been great. Everybody's worked hard. My brother Nazem, it's just been spectacular.
You fought every type of fighter over the years, but is Manny different than anybody you've ever fought?
He's pretty much different. looking at him from the from video, he throws a lot of punches from different angles, moves from different angles, so it should be an interesting type of fight.
I see Nazim in the background. One of the things that I think will work, my eyes, is I think you should go to his body. Manny's been stopped twice in his career with body shots, and even though he's a much better fighter, the body doesn't change if you have a weakness there. Is that something that you plan on doing, is a body attack of your own? I
plan on hitting him with if I can land the body shots early, then I land the body shots. If I can land them late, I land them late. If I can land head shots, whatever I can to keep my hands on them, that's what I'm going to do. You know, this is I would think, the most of your career that you've been an underdog, the most decided underdog you've ever been. Do you sort of relish that role? Are you enjoying being the underdog? I don't. It doesn't matter to me whether they have been an underdog or not. The thing that matters is victory, is winning. That's the only thing that's in my mind, is winning this fight. And how will you win this fight? Give us a prediction. I will win this fight by being Sugar Shane Mosley, by doing all the things I know how to do, by being the old, not just throwing one punch at a time, but throwing combinations and just being Sugar Shane, being the way Sugar Shane has always been. Well, best of luck, continued success, and I still have a sore rib from our in-ring segment. Best of luck, champ. Thank you.
He is truly dedicated to help the poor people, not only in his country, but throughout the world. And of course, he's a pretty damn good fighter. So please welcome the welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
All my life, I have had to fight. As a child, I had to fight just to eat. You know, my background before when I was young. And now when I fight, Filipinos, they call me a bayani or a hero. I believe this world needs more heroes. The biggest fight of my life is not in boxing. No, I mean, the biggest fight in my life is not in boxing. The biggest fight in my life is how to end poverty in my country. That's my biggest fight in my life. And this Saturday, I will wear yellow gloves as a symbol of unity and hope to end poverty. You know, the significance of your wearing yellow gloves, it struck me because my daughter and I picked out my outfit for this fight. It's going to be a beautiful black suit with a yellow silk shirt. So tell us the significance of why you're wearing the yellow gloves. The yellow is a symbol of unity. You know, unity, and also that's our color in the Philippines, and to end poverty. You're training for this fight. Alex Cerveza and Freddie said it's been the best training camp you've ever had. Why? We start early for this training camp, and we have a long preparation, and we do our best, and we do a lot of hard work for this fight. You know, when people watch you train, they focus on your hand speed and you're working on the mitts, but your lower body, your legs, your feet are very important in the career of Manny Pacquiao. Yes, we focus on foot speed and hand speed and side-by-side head movement and everything. What type of fight plan do you expect on Saturday night against Sugar Shane Mosley? We study a lot of different techniques for this training camp, and whatever his style gonna be in the ring, I'm ready for that. How many more fights in your mind do you think we will see you have? Hard to say right now, but not long. A few. But do you have one more in-ring segment with me left? Yeah. Okay, good. Best of luck on Saturday night. Good to see you, Manny. Thank you. Well, fight fans, now you know what it's like to be at a big-time pre-fight press conference. All that's left, the weigh-in on Friday, and Saturday night, it's the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao, taking on Sugar Shane Mosley from the MGM Grand on Showtime pay-per-view, and sponsored by Tecate, Cerveza Tecate. From the MGM Grand, I'm Smitty.